Do you need a patent to license an idea? Watch this video and find out. When I first started out, I thought when I had this great idea that I was going to need a patent. In fact, if you ask your friends and family, they're going to tell you the same thing. Hey, you've got a great idea? You better patent that idea. And of course, if you're watching Shark Tank on Friday night, all the sharks are going to tell you, if you don't have a patent, your product is worthless. But what's the reality? Do you really need a patent to license an idea? I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. But I'm going to tell you exactly what you do need to license an idea. Now, most companies would love for you to have a patent, but in reality, are they going to defend it in federal court? I don't think so. But also, most product ideas have a very short lifespan. So it might go in and out of the market before your patent even issues. And the other thing too, if you've got a great idea, it's going to get copied and you will have copycats out there. And you're not going to sue everybody. So do you really need a patent to license an idea? No, you don't. You don't need a patent to license your idea. But what you do need are a couple things. I'm going to talk about what those things are now. The first thing that you need is to make sure you do have a new idea, that it's new and novel. Do a Google image search, do a Google shopping search, and make sure your idea is new and it has a point of difference compared to other products on the market. Number two, make sure you have an idea in which companies in that category want to work with you. It's your best protection. It's not a patent, but companies that do embrace open innovation and they want new ideas from people like us. So make sure that if you have an idea, it's in a category or it's in an industry where companies want to work with you. Now, there's a couple industries here that I avoid like the plague. Then the first one is the tech industry. It's a terrible industry. Those guys don't play fair. They don't care about inventing. They don't care about patents either. That's one industry I would avoid. And the second industry I might avoid is the one that I'm in, and that's the packaging industry, because it's just hard. Now, what you're going to need, besides having a new idea that has a point of difference, you're going to make sure, like I said, there's a category or industry that wants to see new ideas from you. Check that out too. You want to make sure you have filed a provisional patent application. I talk a lot about it. It's very important that you file one the right way. I even have a program at InventRight called Smart IP that will teach you how to write one. You can always check that out. There'll be information down below. But regardless, you need to at least file a provisional patent application. It gives you patent pending status for 1 year. That provisional patent application gives you the opportunity within that 1 year to file a non-provisional patent application, which is really expensive. Or when you cut the deal with the company you're licensing it to, you can negotiate so they pay for the non-provisional patent application. So it's a good idea to have one. It does have value. The next thing you really need to do, that when you reach out to these companies, you need to understand a little bit about them. So do your homework, make sure it's a good fit, very important, that your product is a good fit in their product line, not a maybe, or maybe they might like it. No, it's got to be a great fit. So make sure you do that. But also make sure when you're reaching out to them, it's not all about you, that you've done your homework, you know who they are, and you open that discussion up in such a way they want to work with you. So you have to educate yourself, and that's why you're watching this inventRightTV channel, so you don't sound like you've never done this before, because if you do, these guys run the other way, because it's not just the idea. You see, it's really they're interviewing you to make sure they can bring you in and work with you, and you're not going to go crazy on them. Okay, so let's recap. I told you, do you need a patent to license an idea? No, you don't. But what you do need is make sure you have a new idea that has a point of difference in the marketplace. Easy. Make sure that you're submitting your idea to an industry that likes to work with us inventors. And that could be the toy industry, the pet industry, the kitchen, the hardware. There's a ton of them that want to work with people like you. Next thing, file a provisional patent application. Make sure you do it right, because they're eventually going to ask for it, and you want to say, yes, I have filed a provisional patent application. I have patent pending status. And next, when you reach out to these companies, you want to make sure it's a really good fit, because at the end of the day, if it's not, you're wasting their time and you're wasting your own time. So make sure it's a good fit. And last, make sure you understand the world of licensing, so you don't come across as someone that's asking a lot of questions. You don't come across as someone that's going to be difficult. You don't come across as someone that's never done this before, because they're going to run in the opposite direction. So watch these videos. So yes, can you license an idea without a patent? Absolutely you can. Watch this next video, because I'm going to talk about when you do need a patent to license an idea. If you're not sure about this and you need a little help, please give us a call. We have a program called Gateway where we do everything for you. We know how to reach out to the right companies. We know how to reach out to the right people. We know how to make sure your marketing material is communicating correctly so they can look at it, they can make good decisions. We know what questions they're going to ask, and we can be prepared for those questions in advance. And when that licensing agreement comes over, we can help make sure it's a fair and balanced licensing agreement so everybody's happy. Basically, we're doing all the work for you. It's our program called Gateway, and if you need help on any of this, please pick up the phone, call us, and let's see if Gateway is right for you.